You have a lot of eyes on you. You are gonna be shocked at who. My beloved child, don't scroll. Stay right here. Something is unfolding around you and the truth is closer than you think. The moment you stepped into this new phase of your life, certain people started watching, not because they cared, but because they're afraid of what you're becoming. You've been wondering why you suddenly feel eyes on you, why you sense strange tension in rooms that once felt calm. It's because your glow has changed. The same people who doubted you before can now feel your energy rising, and they can't stand the thought of you succeeding without them. They act like they don't notice you, but they do. Every little move you make, every word you post, every picture you share, it's being watched. Some are silently jealous, some are secretly inspired, but there's one person in particular whose attention means more than you realize. They pretend to have moved on. They act like you're out of sight, out of mind, but deep down they can't stop checking what's going on with you. Their friends know it too, and one of them slipped. They revealed your name during a conversation they shouldn't have had. Stay with me. Because what's about to come next will shock you even more. This person, the one you least expect, is not watching from hate. They're watching from regret. They can't stand seeing you rise without them, and yet they know they caused their own distance. Their curiosity has turned into obsession. They replay old memories, revisit your old messages, and wonder if you've truly moved on. But what they don't know is that you've entered a divine season of elevation, one they no longer have access to. Don't skip, because this part is where the shift happens. You see, when your spirit starts ascending, the universe exposes every eye that doesn't belong in your new level. That's why some connections have gone silent. That's why certain people suddenly appear kind but feel off. They sense your calling. This person has been watching you not out of malice, but out of divine curiosity. They've seen something in you that others ignored: light, purpose, resilience. They've noticed the way your energy draws people in, how your silence speaks louder than words. You've become magnetic, and they can't resist being near that glow. Whether it's online, in person, or through whispers, your presence lingers in their mind. Archangel Michael says this new awareness around you is no coincidence. You've passed unseen tests of loyalty, and now the truth about those watching you will unfold effortlessly. One by one, their masks will drop, revealing who stood for you, and who secretly stood against you. Don't skip this part. Because what's coming is justice, not revenge. You won't need to expose anyone, they'll expose themselves. Their actions will betray their words, and you'll see the truth without even searching for it. You're entering a phase where your energy cannot be faked. Those who once drained you will be repelled. Those meant to uplift you will find you naturally. The separation happening around you isn't loss, it's divine rearrangement. Watch closely. Someone from your past will reach out with a harmless excuse, but behind that message lies curiosity mixed with regret. They'll pretend it's casual, but you'll know, they've been watching all along. Stay right here. Because now the truth is entering your timeline. What you're about to discover will not just surprise you, it will make everything suddenly make sense. Every strange coincidence, every silent glance, every random message that felt off, they all connect back to the same circle of eyes. Someone has been discussing you more than you realize. They bring up your name casually, pretending it's nothing, but every time they do, their tone gives them away. They're fascinated, conflicted, and quietly obsessed with knowing what you'll do next. You've become the mystery they can't solve. The more you pull away, the more they chase your energy in silence. It's almost poetic, how their curiosity has become their punishment. They wanted to control your peace, but now they're haunted by it. Don't skip. Because what's about to unfold is your proof. One accidental call, one message sent to the wrong person, or one overheard conversation, and you'll finally see who's been hiding behind that mask of, just checking in. This person's intentions were once cloudy, but not all eyes on you are against you. One pair, in particular, belongs to someone who sees your worth now clearer than ever. They regret not believing in you when they had the chance. They feel your absence like a missing heartbeat. Archangel Michael says, your silence is your shield. Every time you stayed calm instead of responding, heaven took note. Every tear you held back became a seed for your upcoming breakthrough. That's why your glow feels different, because it's not attention-seeking, it's purpose-driven. Someone tried to copy your energy but failed. They tried to replace you but couldn't. Because your spirit cannot be duplicated. And now, that truth is catching up to them faster than they expected. The next time you sense eyes on you, don't be afraid. Smile. Because it's confirmation that your presence still commands the room, even when you say nothing. You've become unforgettable, and that's your quiet victory. Stay till the end. The universe is orchestrating a moment where everything hidden will surface effortlessly. The watchers, the imitators, the pretenders, all will reveal themselves in their own ways, not through drama, but through divine timing. Someone's about to slip. You'll hear your name mentioned in a setting that will leave you stunned. But don't react, that's your sign that the truth has already begun unraveling. All you need to do is observe. Don't move. What's coming next is the part everyone else won't believe. But you will, because you've already felt it deep inside. The sudden chills, the random memories, the moments when your heart felt heavy for no reason, those were signals. They were heaven's way of preparing you for what's about to be revealed. The one who's been watching you isn't a stranger. It's someone who once swore they'd never leave, someone who spoke of forever but chose silence instead. They thought you'd crumble without their presence, but you didn't. You rebuilt stronger, softer, wiser. And that's exactly what pulled their attention back. Now, they can't look away. Every glow-up, every quiet win, every smile that doesn't include them, it burns their ego and heals your soul at the same time. They pretend not to care, but their energy trembles whenever your name appears. Don't skip. Because the truth is about to pierce through the fog. Someone close to them slipped, a comment, a photo, a like, revealing that they've been keeping tabs on you long before you realized. The same person who walked away is now trying to walk back, but pride has locked their tongue. They ask about you in roundabout ways. They stalk without reacting. They want to message you, but their fingers freeze at the thought of rejection. What they don't understand is that you've already detached emotionally, even if your spirit still remembers the connection. Archangel Michael says, your energy now carries divine armor. Those who once drained your peace can no longer access it. That's why they're restless, not because they miss you, but because they can't reach the version of you that healed. Stay till the end, my beloved. Because the Watchers are about to reveal themselves without even realizing it. You'll notice it in their timing, a sudden message after months of silence, an unexpected apology, or even a random, "I saw your post," disguised as small talk. The truth won't come as a storm, it'll arrive as a whisper. Soft, subtle, but undeniable. And when it does, you'll finally understand why so many eyes were on you, not because you were being judged, but because you became the lesson they needed. Don't react with anger. Smile with power. Because now you know that not every Watcher deserves your attention, only your awareness. You've won a silent battle, and your victory has just begun to echo through every corner of their conscience. Don't scroll, this is the moment the truth starts breathing. What you've been sensing in silence is about to take physical form. The connection you thought was long gone has been circling back, pulled by forces neither of you can control. Late at night, when you suddenly feel uneasy or nostalgic, that's not random, that's energy alignment. They're thinking about you, searching your name, scrolling through your pictures, and replaying the sound of your laughter in their mind. What they lost has now become their biggest reminder of peace. This person tried to move on, but everything they touched fell apart because it didn't have your presence in it. They realized too late that what you gave wasn't ordinary attention, it was genuine care wrapped in divine protection. That's why nothing else has felt the same since you left. Don't skip, because here's the twist. Someone they confided in recently told them something that changed everything. That friend, the one who always warned them not to take you for granted, told them about the transformation happening in your life. And that's when panic hit. They thought you'd stay the same, but you didn't. You evolved, matured, and stepped into a season of unstoppable light. Now, the same person who left you confused is the one feeling lost, desperate for closure that no longer exists. Archangel Michael says your peace became your power. When you chose silence instead of revenge, heaven began working behind the scenes. You're no longer waiting for apologies, the universe is ensuring you're compensated in blessings instead. Stay till the end. Because you're about to receive unexpected validation. Someone close to that person will mention how much you've been on their mind. You'll act calm, but inside, you'll realize that destiny is proving your worth without you lifting a finger. The one who once ignored your energy is now craving it. They scroll through your updates pretending it's curiosity, but deep down, it's regret. They compare every person they meet to you, and none of them measure up. You don't need to reach out, my beloved. Let time do the speaking. Because in divine timing, they'll come face to face with what they ran from, your worth, your strength, and your silence that spoke louder than any goodbye. Now, every eye that's on you is there for a reason. Some to witness your growth, some to learn their lesson, and one, the one you're thinking of right now, to finally understand that losing you was the turning point of their story. Stay right here. Because this is where everything starts to flip. The same person who once left you wondering, why did they do that, is now asking themselves, how could I ever let that go? Life has turned the mirror, and now they're the one living with the questions that never stop echoing. They've tried to replace you with distractions, people, work, routine, but nothing fills the space your energy once held. You were the calm in their chaos, the rare light they didn't know how to handle. And now that light has moved on, leaving them chasing shadows that don't shine the same. They thought your silence meant weakness. But now they see it was strength, the kind that burns quietly while rebuilding from the ashes. Every boundary you built became proof that you learned, not lost. And that realization is haunting them deeper than any argument ever could. Don't skip. Because here's where karma begins its gentle return. The very same situation they put you through, confusion, uncertainty, emotional distance, is now playing out in their own life. They're feeling ignored, overlooked, and misunderstood, and they can't escape the feeling that this is more than coincidence. They've been asking the universe for peace, but peace can't come while guilt still lingers. That's why their thoughts keep returning to you. They see your name in random places, they hear songs that remind them of your voice, they dream of you standing in light while they're surrounded by silence. Archangel Michael says, you don't need to react, your growth is the answer. The universe is showing them the difference between someone who was genuine and someone who was temporary. You were the blessing, and now they finally see it, but from the outside looking in. Stay till the end, because the shift is only beginning. The more they try to ignore these feelings, the stronger they get. What was once curiosity has turned into longing. What was once pride has turned into realization. And soon, that realization will push them to do something they swore they never would, reach out. You'll feel it before it happens. A sudden calm, a sense that the cycle is completing. When that message or call finally appears, you won't feel the same ache anymore. You'll feel gratitude, not for what they did, but for what you learned through it. Their eyes that once watched you in silence will soon meet yours again, but this time the power will be different. You'll be standing tall, knowing you didn't need closure from them, because you became it yourself. And that, my beloved, is the real shock they never saw coming. Don't scroll. What's about to happen next will make everything you felt finally make sense. The universe has been aligning the moment, waiting for the exact second when both hearts were ready, not to reopen old wounds, but to reveal the truth hidden behind them. It starts quietly, almost too quietly to notice. A random notification. A message from a name you haven't seen in a long time. For a moment, your breath pauses, your heartbeat shifts, and the entire room feels like it's holding its breath with you. The person who once vanished has finally gathered the courage to face their own shadow. They start with something simple, "Hey," or "How have you been?" But you can feel the weight behind those words. It's not small talk, it's a confession disguised as calm. They've been rehearsing this moment for weeks. Writing and deleting messages, wondering if you'd reply, terrified you've moved on for good. What they didn't know is that you already made peace, not with them, but with the pain they caused. And that's why your silence now carries more power than their words ever did. Don't skip. Because this is where the story shifts completely. When you reply, if you choose to, they'll realize instantly that you're not the same person they left behind. Your tone, your strength, your peace, it all carries the energy of someone who rebuilt themselves from scratch. They'll sense it. The calm in your voice will unsettle them. The kindness will confuse them. Because they expected bitterness, but instead, they found grace. And that's the moment they'll finally understand what they lost wasn't attention, it was something rare, something pure, something irreplaceable. Archangel Michael says, this encounter isn't about revenge or reunion, it's about revelation. You needed to see how the tables turned without anger, without shouting, without needing to prove anything. Life itself became your proof, and time became your ally. Stay till the end. Because after this, everything becomes clear. The person who once made you feel unseen will now struggle to unsee you. Every version of you they ignored has now evolved into the one they can't stop thinking about. They'll try to explain, to justify, to apologize, but you'll know deep down that you no longer need those words. You've already outgrown the space they left. You've already stepped into peace so powerful that it doesn't need closure to stand. And as they watch you now, standing tall, calm, and untouchable, the shock will settle in their heart, not because you changed, but because they finally realized, you were never the one who needed saving.